EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. Yeah, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
on is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll air this one deep for it. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 47 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chiefs nothing. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's the action. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
At the 37-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
It's
a gain of 32 that time.
And the Texans first down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 27, Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
Edwards-Helaire. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Ball carrier.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. You.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
Mahomes.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Texans.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Texans will extend their lead. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Texans 28, Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Texans first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ross Blacklock in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Texans 42, Chiefs 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Don't get nervous. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
17.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Here we go.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 56, Chiefs 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
17-yard line.
Man, it's good to see you out there, baby. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Mike, bye-bye.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A handoff as they run the counter play. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Chiefs 17.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.